Raise your hand if you're like me and you have all these designs in this brain of yours, but you can't quite draw or articulate them in the time that you need to. Yes, I think we're all guilty of this. What if I told you there's a tool that can save you hours of work? Because this tool is something I use every single day, whether it's with my craft business or when I'm just making a fun little craft project. You might be saying, Amy, how can I use AI with my Cricut projects? Will I get in trouble legally for using AI? Or what even is AI? In today's video, I will be addressing all of these questions and concerns you have and show you how easily you can use Playground AI with your Cricut and your craft projects. Before we get started, let's address what exactly is AI and how it is used. So the definition of AI stands for artificial intelligence. It's basically where a computer will mimic itself as a human in order to share information with you. So if you're familiar with the platform ChatGPT, this is also AI as well. You're able to ask questions or prompt certain things and it'll be able to answer fairly quickly. But I am a huge fan of saving time. So if there's a tool out there that's going to help me not spend hours choosing a design, I'm going to invest in it. It really simplifies the design process and cuts your time in half. I will show you how to use it later on in the video, but you will input exactly what you want for your design. Playground will automatically come back with you with several different options to generate the image. Now you can edit that image afterwards and change the color, change the font, right? Change the text, anything that you like. So now that you learned more about AI and are sort of familiar with Playground, let's head over to the website to actually start creating and learn how I made this adorable luggage tag. So this is the main homepage of Playground. Now you'll see on the left hand side there's the Create tab, which is what we're on right now. Then there's the Templates tab, which allows you to alter a design from a pre-made template. And then you have the Designs tab, which has all of your previous designs. Please don't judge me on mine. And then you can also have designs shared with you. So after you export a design, you can share it with a friend, and any of your shared designs, say if you're collaborating with someone, you can easily share them and they will be here. So let's create the design for our luggage tag. With the free plan, you'll be able to create 15 images every 3 hours and use those images for commercial use. That's a win-win. I will say that there is a huge time difference though with the free versus the pro plan. This is only $15 a month and you can create up to 120 images every 3 hours with access to all premium designs, more software features like the background removal tool, and it has a faster image generation. I'm going to go on the Create tab, and surprisingly I like the hats category. I think these are really fun designs and something tells me that I'm going to find one here. So let's scroll down and see what we have. I want to do the quote head in the clouds because I felt that it was funny with the luggage tag, and I like this style, so I'm gonna see if I can create it in an actual cloud. And I'm going to enter in the prompt, change text to head in the clouds in the shape of a cloud. You'll then click create and then it will populate, and voila, you have 4 different options. Now this is a newer tool, so there are going to be some mistakes here and there. I don't like any of these, so I'm just going to do it again and you'll see that the second time around was so much better. So I'm going to say change shape to a cloud, but it made it a little bit more wider and it made the background bigger, so it looks like multiple clouds. So I went ahead with the first design. I really like the 4th design though, but I'm making the luggage tag with vinyl, and the last one would have been way too difficult for vinyl. You see all these clouds over here, right? It's like multiple clouds. So I don't want to change the colors because I'm just using 1 layer of vinyl. So you're going to click export on the top right corner and then press remove background. Now since I am a pro member, I can remove the background. You could also save this as is and then upload it into Cricut Design Space and remove the background from there, but I just like removing it here and it skips 1 step. It does a really great job also at removing the background and gives you other options. So I chose the first one and then it's saved to my desktop. Next, you will upload your new design into Cricut Design Space and size it for the luggage tag. The size of the tag is about 4 inches by 2.5 inches. So I'm gonna make the design around 2 inches so it doesn't overlap. Then you will make it, send it to your Cricut machine to cut, and then apply it to our new luggage tag. How cute is this? And that's how simple it is to create a design with Playground and our Cricut. Now that you know how to use it, you must be wondering how to use this legally for your craft business. Because you guys know I'm always going to be transparent with you, especially when it comes to legal terms and AI. It is fairly new and a lot of the laws and requirements do change. I will also be answering some of the questions you asked on my Instagram story last week. The first question is by Morgan, and she asked, how does it work? So I'm going to be sharing more in-depth tutorials about AI and crafting your craft business. You'll see it in my craft business series episodes, but ultimately you're gonna treat a platform like Playground as your crafty robot friend, where you share all of your ideas and concepts too. As you saw before, Playground makes it super easy to choose from a categorized template or design, and then customize it by typing in a specific prompt. So if you wanted to create a vibrant sticker that said dog mom, you'd enter the prompt as change text to dog mom with vibrant features or vibrant colors. But with the Pro plan, you'll be able to create way more designs faster than the free version. I have the Pro plan and it is well worth it in my opinion, only because I'm using this every single day when it comes to filming tutorials, my craft business, and I like to play around with different designs. But you might be saying to yourself, well, I don't have a craft business, or maybe you don't craft as often. That's okay. Start with the free plan and see how you like it. You can always upgrade later on. So that is how you can use AI with crafting and your craft business. On to question number 2. Is it possible to plan your social media content with AI? Yes, it certainly is. There have been many times where I have a certain video concept in my head, but I don't know how to write the caption, or I don't know what text I should have on the screen, or how the video should be filmed. The same thing goes with planning content. You can easily ask an AI platform like ChatGPT to populate more than just 5 or 10 ideas. You can populate over 100 if you wanted to. And the same thing with Playground AI, you can populate over 100 different designs to save time. So if you're interested in how I specifically asked to populate all this content or to use it with Cricut projects, please let me know in the comments. There's a big difference in the way that you talk to AI because you'll get different results every time. Okay, question number 3. How do you know what you can use to sell and what are the commercial use rights? This is probably the question that you've been waiting the answer for. Always check the licensing terms on any website that you are outsourcing your designs with. In the CBB, my signature course, I provide an extensive breakdown of commercial use rights and terms, but to sum it up, please check that phrases or symbols are not trademarked or copyrighted. Now, since I'm working with Playground, I got the inside scoop of how Playground actually creates and functions. So their designs and templates are created by professional graphic designers who have already given permission to let users like you use their designs for commercial use. This is in their licensing terms that you can check on Playground's website. I needed to add this in here just so this is very clear. Playground still has the capacity though to make copyrighted characters with intellectual property like maybe Spider-Man, Mickey Mouse, any Disney characters, etc. This is okay for personal use, but Playground does not permit users any commercial use rights for those said licensed characters like Disney, Spider-Man, etc. So just because you can create a design with a licensed or trademarked character on Playground, it does not mean that you can sell it legally and not get in trouble. Again, as I mentioned in the first part of this section, please always double check and make sure that the characters, phrases, words, symbols, anything of that sort is not licensed or trademarked. I think the biggest misconception about AI is that the platform is taking Google images or images that are already out there and then just tweaking them, and that's not the case at all here. The laws with AI are constantly changing because AI is fairly new, especially in the design space, but as long as you are making the design on your own, so not using the template as it already is, you are allowed to use and sell that design for your craft business commercially. And on to the final and last question by Emma. She asked, never even thought about using AI for crafting. How would you recommend starting? The simple answer, by trying it out for yourself, especially Playground. Again, I will be sharing way more helpful tutorials here on YouTube and also on Instagram and TikTok, but the best way to start is to see it for yourself and try it out. What's great about Playground again is that they have the free version, so you can play around with it. You don't have to pay for anything up front yet and see how you like it. That's what I like to do. I like to make sure that the platform is well, and again, I wouldn't be promoting a product if I didn't think that it was great or if I didn't use it myself. I think my microphone and audio were overworked because for some
reason, the audio turned out so awful and staticky. My apologies for that, but that's why I'm closing out today's video with a voiceover. So, what did you think? Was this video helpful for you? If so, please let me know, and if you're looking forward to the other future AI tutorials on my channel. And I'm curious, have you tried Playground yet? If you have or plan on using it, let me know in the comments what you will create first. Thank you as always for watching. I hope you have a very crafty day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!